Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Borderlands 2. So, we really don't have a quest for it, but we're going this direction to look at the map. Then we're gonna kind of double back in this, in the opposite direction to go to a different area and see what is in that other area. We've got a few more things to do, certainly, but yeah, we're still trying to look. I believe that's the last egg I'll need to collect. Let's see. Nope, we need one more egg. And we're fighting these savage warriors that were originally Pandora criminals working for the Hyperion Corporation or the Doll Corporation. I think it was the Doll Corporation. And you can see they have no reason to be savages. They have access to steal guns from anybody else that they kill, like any other citizen on Pandora. They have technology of at least some sort in their buildings. But it introduces a new idea that not only are... Ooh, a demon warrior. Interesting. Nearly died there. This one is out of bullets. So we're gonna have to rely on this gun, which isn't the greatest gun in the world. That's a large amount of money. Yeah, it introduces a new idea that perhaps the radiation on Pandora not only drives people crazy, but can, for some people, revert them in mental capacity, which probably isn't a new thought. Everybody on Pandora does act very mentally low. I guess I was going to say retarded there, so I might as well just say retarded. Let's see, there's... Just kind of looking around, seeing what there is to see. We are picking up blue weapons, which is nice. This is the second time I've seen an enclosure like this with just an invisible wall on it. Clearly they intended to put the standard blackout wall that they've done. See, you can even see Doll Corporation. I don't think it's actually worth my time to have shot this, but yeah, that gave me 4 XP, and then it spawns these projectiles that then you have to deal with. Meanwhile, bullets seem like they're getting ever increasingly more expensive. And this elevator is different from the elevator that we took up to get to a different area. So I guess I need to take that elevator down and see where that connects, because it feels like this is going to lead towards some kind of shortcut.
Oh, what is this? It appears the queen who has laid the eggs has a bone to pick with our hero.
So I collected a bunch of eggs, and now I'm gonna have to go kill the people that laid the egg. I don't know if they're getting boost in speed or what. I'm running out of things to pick up though. So I'm gonna have to drop some things. Man, you have to be careful with those witch doctors. Seems like they can get hairy even from a distance. I think I lost his attention, so now is the time to come over here and drop some guns. Let's see. Drop that one. Drop that one. Yeah, drop that one. And drop that one. Drop that one. There too. Just drop a bunch of inexpensive guns so we can pick up some slightly more expensive guns. I don't know if I would have been cool with fighting the savages all throughout the main story, but I would have been cool with fighting like the Band of the Firehawk, psychos throughout the entirety of the main story. Like that, those were characters that were certainly introduced and then kind of nothing happened to them, or and he just hits you high. Like, he bounces you up high. And see, here would have been another egg to pick up, so we now know that there was more eggs than you needed. Apparently the elevator doesn't work, so I'd have to jump down there. Oh wait, it does work. Interesting. It just acted like it didn't work. Or I have forgotten what it looks like when it works. A Cult of the Vault thing down here? No, just kind of a cutout in the floor for no reason. I would have appreciated after beating the main game, like being given some kind of item to deal with Cult of the Vault stuff, to give me a general idea on the map. Like, I don't think it's really necessary in this style of game to make it difficult on the player. Alright, so we're gonna be... Oh, let's definitely get that iridium. We're gonna be in a slightly awkward position because we're going to go down here, and it seems like we're going to potentially die. But then we kind of need to come back up here at some point. Let's see, this connects to something that I wouldn't be able to, if I was to jump down here. I feel like I might just instant die, because I'm really not seeing a way to climb up. So I'm not gonna do that. Also, it doesn't seem like there's anything over there anyways. Again, I'd be happier if I could sell my weapons. This guy's just following me everywhere. Let's just get rid of him. I don't want him chasing me around. Like, that could turn into a bad situation if I'm running towards a fight and I have to deal with somebody else. Alright, we have Arizona. Okay. Arizona doesn't seem to be likely to get slagged. So I'll just hit her with that. And I'm gonna go ahead and take as much time as possible to heal. That's not doing anything. Seems like Arizona might be a flame elemental and thus immune to damage. So I'm just gonna have to unload all my bullets on this character. It's a named character. The fact that it's named Arizona is interesting too, because then that makes it a inside joke that it's as hot as Arizona, because it's a fire.
Falls and the eggs are collected. This grisly scene draws to a close as the Vault Hunter returns to me, eggs in hand, eager for payment.
So yeah, that was just a quest, boss. But it also kind of implies that there is a place called Arizona in see, this would be 25 iridium. I just cannot afford it. I've got better things to do with my iridium than to spend it on this. But it totally makes sense that if this is some kind of second season DLC that I didn't realize existed, then yeah, that does make some sense. Did she drop anything elsewise? Not really. Ah, over here. Almost missed it. Not seeing a lot of these things either. Right, we need to drop yet another worthless gun. I'll drop that one. And that one. And we'll drop that one. Thought that might be something. See, that looks like something too. But it's not. There's something though. So we did all the Cult of the Vaults, and then all it did was give us 5 badass rank points. Feels like that should be more. Alright. So I'm gonna jump over here and see if this kills me. Doesn't feel like it did. See, notice that there's a lot of water splashing. That's just badly animated, isn't it? I thought there was perhaps an invisible creature that was hiding in the water. Oops, hit the wrong button there. And maybe if I walk towards it, it would attack me or shoot it. But nope, nothing happened. If I can make it up here, that's going to be odd, certainly. There certainly have been places where that would have not worked. It's not a terrible thing to have it so that there's something you can do with your iridium after you've upgraded your character to the max. One assumes there is a max on the upgrades on the iridium. If there isn't, then it stops making so much sense. But I still want to get that 100 iridium and see what that does to my storage deck. And just how many guns I can carry, because you can see even now I'm still running into problems. Interesting. Now we have an explosion zone where before it was a fire one. Alright. So if we take a moment to look at the map, we kind of know that we've seen everything. There's a fast travel section that we can't access yet, and this Silas Grove. So we're gonna go to Silas Grove. Hopefully there will be a vending machine on the other side of it, and I suppose I don't have to look for any more Cult of the Vault things. Yeah, throwing one grenade to get 40 XP is a decent deal. I think I'm cool running this direction. I don't think I can get up over there though, so I'm gonna have to work my way around. See if this lets me jump up that high. Nope. Kill some more borax or borax.
Ammo necessary.
Get some more bullets. Still feels kind of slow and just, you know, meandering when you're walking around sometimes. And I don't know if you need to implement fast travel, because then that would demotivate people from walking around and having random encounters, which I think would be a mistake. So I think it really is just a matter of more enemies need to spawn at all times. Just... okay. Doesn't seem like anything dropped of too important. The odds of some random enemy dropping a legendary or a purple is basically 0 anyways. But if it were to happen and I were to miss it, that would be bad. We kind of don't have a lot of reason to be here. Let's see. Some quests just updated. This is the story mission that I guess we're doing. And the only other mission is killing some random enemies. Right. And yes, just around this area is a place where we can sell our stuff. This is very foggy. This feels like an experiment on how many visual effects can you have. It's a swamp, okay. That makes sense. And apparently it's more Atlas Corp than Doll. Right. So we're at 71,000 right now. If we come over and just, I don't know why I'm going downward just to go back up. That's really dumb. Mark everything that we've already unlocked. We've already gotten all the skins. Let's just mark all the guns we don't want so we can sell them. Bazillions of guns, and none of them matter one bit. They really dropped their core premise. So that gets me at 108,894. Now I'll just buy a bunch of bullets that are getting increasingly more expensive. And that gets me down to 91,209. There we go. Just reload all of our guns. Like every single gun I had was in a bad place, not reloaded. Looks like there's something up there, so let's go see what it is. If we can find another quest board, that would be interesting. Level 35 Savage Warriors. It looks like the game rebalanced on me. So we might start having real trouble. We might actually have to start playing the game somewhat at this rate. Again, the savages having access to a lot more technology than what their dress and actions would imply. Well, you suppose you could say it's ceremonial dress, but that doesn't make a lot of sense either. I don't think that there's even been like too much time spent. Ooh, we're gonna have an echolocator quest, but we have to do it first. Activate it. Yeah, I wouldn't say that there's more than 100 years of humans being on Pandora. But I never really could wrap my mind around it, and I don't think Gearbox or anybody wrapped their head around it either. Like, these buildings look slightly rusted out, but not amazingly rusted out. So it couldn't have been like 200 or 300 years. Let's see. This is one of those alleyway shooting sections where we didn't have any of those in Borderlands 1. I don't mind them though, they don't happen often enough to be annoying. We're getting good amounts of XP. We might actually make it to level 36.
Hilarious. You just set off my trap card. Your death approaches.
I'm gonna die here if I'm not careful. Unless I can kill this witch doctor. This is just too much.
Hello, badass.
These guys are not dying. Wow, I'm really having to play now. Borderlands is Borderlands again. No more, oh, you're overpowered for this section, so you can just kill people without even concern. Why is it spawning so many? It's a lot of badasses in a small amount of area. Yeah, it feels like I'm working my way to a boss that I don't even know I'm supposed to be working my way to. It kind of feels like there might not be too much of the map down there. So I might actually be working my way the right direction. Not working. I might have to actually start doing some cover-based fighting mechanics. There we go. Wanted to see what would happen if I hit him with the butt of my bazooka while dying, because I know there's this challenge that I've yet to figure out what the challenge is for, what it does. So I thought maybe that would be it. These guys are taking all my bullets. The bullets are taking a lot of my money, not all of it by any means, but a lot of it. The idea that bullets get more expensive is kind of ridiculous. The idea that we can't hold on to potions and heal ourselves is also getting increasingly silly. Like, that's something in Borderlands 3 that I think will have to be addressed. I think we need some kind of heal potion for all characters. It's the thing that made it Borderlands 1 very playable for somebody like me who wasn't really into first-person shooters and still isn't really into first-person shooters that much. And having now played as the assassin, where healing doesn't come easy and cheap like the Siren's abilities and skills in the first game did, it's been a harder experience, certainly. I've had to live with this class mod that regenerates health throughout the entirety of this. This better work, because that's gonna suck if I make it all the way here and well, if I jump I die. Is there perhaps some way we could not die if we jumped? I mean, the best thing I can do is jump and see if I land in the water. Okay. I guess water catches your fall. And let's see if we can figure out on the map where we are and where we're going. I think this is where we were to begin with. We'll just take a moment to run back up here and sell some things. And we're gonna end up playing Menu Hero a lot if we're not careful. Like reload speed and shield capacity. Still not good enough. Fire, Nova Blast, Shock Nova Blast. Elemental resistance. I feel like I'm hitting a point where maybe I get some more good guns if I was to buy some things with the golden key. This again. But I haven't really leveled up even 2 spots. I feel like it's rather premature to reuse some more golden keys. Let's go over here and see what this is. This feels like this is where we started. I'm kind of getting invisible walled here. I guess I am. it seems like there is something there. If you look at the mini-map, it does seem like there's something down there, but they don't want me to be able to just reach it. Because it's... if they wanted me to be able to reach it, I should be able to reach it. They should have put a real wall there if that was the case. And oh wow, I think I almost fell off there. Oh. Wasn't expecting to die on that jump. Interesting. I thought there was something down there. How much is that going to cost me? $7,000. That was an expensive mistake. They all turn into expensive mistakes when you have so much gold on you. Or dollars. Right. There is something down this way. Seems like there's a cave down there, but I don't see how you could reach it. Like, seems like the game is teasing me to once again kill myself. So you could be in the boats, you could be driving around on them. It's not gonna do much for you, it seems. No. These symbols don't seem like they mean much. We've got a windmill or a flag. Doesn't mean anything. And a firework. So it seems like we may have to race to place a firework in this at some point. Fan boat. Finally a fan boat spawns. Would have thought they would have come in pairs. But I guess not. Alright. So I guess we're going down here. And this way. The map doesn't feel like it's wow, because it's running.
A scallion, well armored and incredibly deadly. Watch its tail, Vault Hunter.
It just like fast traveled me. So it fast traveled me to where I was supposed to be. Maybe because I walked near that point, maybe not. There's a boat still around here somewhere, but like by the time that boat comes around full circle again, will it have any damage? Oh yeah, well. Not really dropping anything. Right, so let's see where the scallion. Oh, here it is. It's kind of like a scorpion. so now we're going in to kill Thermitage. These guys don't seem like they're even trying to kill me. Like, how do these guys attack? They shoot like spider string at you. They'll mess with your vision. Here we have a diseased one. Maybe that does something to the other ones. Or ragdolling. Some more iridium. Some more skins. Now, these guys kind of match the background, so it's an interesting design for Borderlands, because most of the enemies are specifically designed to not hide and blend into the background. Or you have the like Chrysalis characters. Ooh, that's a over-leveled item. Interesting. Let's take a moment to look at that. Like, not that. Not that. Not that. A levels 36 absorbs enemy bullets, adds it to your backpack. Ooh. What would this be compared to my current shield? It would do slightly lower recharge rate, a much longer recharge delay, but it would give me way more max health and let me have some bullets back. I might try that. Alright, that's a slagged one, so I can't shoot it with something that's... And they like roll over themselves and flip. Interesting. There was definitely a cave level in Borderlands 1 where you fought these interesting creatures and then you never saw them again. I am getting kind of that same feeling here. It's we'll fight these scorpion-like creatures and then they'll really never appear again. Where I would prefer that they get introduced in this area and then they just start showing up everywhere. Like, you could easily replace a group of psychos with some scallions. Let's try this. One's proving to be tougher than I would have thought. We still haven't run into the guy we're looking for though. And my melee attack is pretty successful. It's 4 hits to kill something. I would have thought it would have taken more. There's another over-leveled weapon. Are we finally to a point where we're gonna get weapons better than the golden keys? guys really do skitter. They program them well. They make a skittering sounds. They skitter around. They're hard to see in this dark cave. There we go. Thermitage just appeared kind of out of nowhere. But I think will be cool. Just need another equip.
Sorry, good show. Wait, you guys are just gonna do your hunting thing? Aren't you even curious as to why I can order these savages around?
We shall deal with you in good time, sir. I promised my companion a pleasurable weekend of hunting, and a gentleman always keeps his word.
What? Come on. You guys fight me already? Please.
Vault Hunter, it appears we shan't get a moment's peace as long as this Nakayama fellow keeps hassling us to go fight him. I've heard some bizarre radio chatter coming from the other side of Silas Grove. I'm afraid you'll have to head there, stop whatever horrible plans Nakayama has conceived, and save the world. Again.
Great. Yeah, good. That's what I wanted. You won't regret it.
So is there anything else in this area? Nope, doesn't seem like it. So, just to be certain here, this is still in Silas Grove that we're doing all this. So we're gonna spend maybe slightly less than an hour in this section, I'm guessing, and then we'll go back to the other area, and there might even, well, I guess we know there's a third area, so that'll give us another opportunity to not get too bored with the same map. That's more in line with what they've been doing in the main game, where there's a couple of offshoot levels. Yeah, alright. So we just... Do I want to go to the right and look over here? Or should I just move the main story forward? Because there's... I think it's just easier to move the main story forward at this moment. If we are done with all the main story quests and we still haven't seen all of this map, we'll just catch a boat and float the boat around. Not particularly interesting walking through a swamp. I noticed that there is a splashing sound here. Why was there not a splashing sound when I walked in the water in the previous area? Like, I haven't reloaded the game or anything. Yeah, inconsistencies. Just straight up inconsistencies. Alright. So I'm trying to get up here. Which... Is this that whole path that I already did? Where I killed all those enemies for no good reason? I think it is. Well, it'll be interesting to see if those enemies are still dead. They probably aren't. Yeah, still struggling to figure out the right way up. Yep.
I'm picking up radio chatter. It sounds like Nokiyama's savages are engaged in some sort of ritual worship. Lots of chanting and the like. Be careful.
So maybe Nokiyama is the one who's in charge of why the savages exist at all. Alright, let's... So we've got Jacobs, we don't want that, we don't want a shotgun, we don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. I'm gonna hold on to that for a level up, which means my slots are gonna be even more full.
You can never be too well armed. Check back later to see my new weapon of the day.
Still just looking.
Be careful out there. Lovely. Pleasure doing business. Party out and tour.
Alright.
Come back anytime.
Should be
I
good
just
enough.
say, super pumped we're arch enemies now. You and Jack were nemesis, and now that we're fighting, it's like I'm as cool as Handsome Jack.
Enjoy that.
So clearly this is DLC that is supposed to be played after the main game. I'm not sure if you really have to. If you really have to play that way though. You might be able to just hop into this earlier. Although the fact that things are leveled up to my current level implies to me that that would have been a big mistake. I don't want to get too crazy here.
Jack, I built my ship, HSS Terminus, Iridium in research equipment, determined to carry on his will. Until I crashed here, anyway, and locked myself out of my own ship. But I will prevail, I will clone Handsome Jack, and he will crush the life out of you.
So his plan is to clone Handsome Jack.
A grenade.
This choke point is going to prove to be a problem. Let's see. Let's see, maybe I should just run past these guys.
I vanish.
What the devil is that chanting all about? Steady on, Vault Hunter. These savages are worshipping something that means two things. It'll be Hyperion, and it'll be deadly.
Yeah, so I can just come over here and pull this. And we'll just use that.
What the devil are they worshipping? A deadly creature? Some Hyperion murder bot?
As a respawn. So let's see. What does the heal look like when we are in our Decept mode? It is a little bit better, but not by much. So we'll just take a moment to reload everything and make sure our guns are good. We'll use Decept mode again, Deception mode. Just normally I wouldn't spend this extra time to make sure my health is at the max, but I really don't want to die here. Come on, jeez, what is my max? Clearly my shield is not high enough. If my max health is 10,211 and my shield is only 5,029. Hey, we got a whole cutscene. That's something new. It's a claptrap.
Hello, traveler!
Not the god you were expecting.
Oh, bloody hell.
Minion! Who told you I was vacationing out here? I stowed myself in an HSS terminus to get away from danger. Look, I know I'm your best friend, but sometimes I just need to sit back, relax, and get worshipped by a bunch of dudes who look kind of like that douchebag you killed.
What you say?
Claptrap, what are you doing? Shut up!
What? I'm just saying that if you could measure a human being in douchelosities, Handsome Jack would be off the scale.
Said bad thing. Get him.
What? Help!
So it changed from kill the savage deity to
You saved me!
save him.
You stupid jack lovers!
The blasphemous screamy screams are coming from over there.
Oh, clearly you did hear that. Whoops.
Save claptrap again. So where is he? So claptrap's over here, running and hiding, and I've got to save him. I'm alright with claptrap being the joke thing. I don't think claptrap is Hyperion. I guess he is. He is Hyperion technology, isn't he? I thought he might be dull, but no, he's Hyperion. Claptrap doesn't get overused too much in Borderlands 2. He does get kind of over pushed in the merchandising, and I think people's general like of Claptrap, if they ever really did like him, has dissolved over the years. So I would like to see him make a brief cameo in Borderlands 3. I don't want him to do too much. Like, I think they did a decent job of using him in this game. Here we were back to toilets. These guys are hitting pretty hard still. I guess that's just how this is gonna play.
Your eyes deceive you. An illusion fools you all. I move for the kill.
Like, so the funny thing here would be if it was Claptrap that had the savages dressed like savages and told them.
Those dudes who were worshiping me, I was so tired of their endless affection and respect. So, you want to stop this professor guy from cloning Handsome Jack, huh? I know just what to do. Let's chat.
Alright, let's not talk to him quite yet. let's take a moment to run around this area and see some things. There's some way up here. You know, we really haven't been getting enough bullet cases like that. I don't know why we haven't run into more. It seems like we kind of failed to place enough on the map for this DLC. Or perhaps it's done intentionally to make bullets have to be purchased so you have something to do with your gold. Just like we've seen some totems that give you something to do with your iridium. Let's see. This is a fast travel station. I thought that was a sales vending machine. I don't think there's any Cult of the Vault stuff, so I'm not really looking for that. I'm just trying to be moderately thorough. Okay, there are 4 Cult of the Vault symbols in this section. This is a whole different area. So now I have to be aware of that. Well, I guess I don't really have to. I could just ignore that challenge. Interesting to walk into a building and then walk right out. That's not something you do in Borderlands 2. Well, I guess it is now. So we mostly looked over on that side of the section. All these bodies just not despawning. That just goes back that way. Human barbecue, ignite the bonfire pits. Interesting. So somewhere there's a second set of bonfire pits to ignite. Over here. You can probably tell I'm not super excited to talk to Claptrap. I don't really, I'm not actually trying to avoid it, other than the fact that I'm trying to avoid it because I want to collect as many bullets and refill everything and not cost me a lot of money. Let's see, yeah, we've at that point I think gone full circle. So I think we've looked at this entire area, and I doubt that there's another Cult of the Vault anywhere around here. So let's see. We've got a gun we don't want. We've got that and that we don't want. Skin, don't want that. Do want the shield, but we're gonna hold on to it probably way too long. Seems like we're potentially gonna start running into shields that are better than what we have, even when they're low rarity. For this quest, we've not made a ton of progress, but I'm not super surprised there. We're probably not going to be at a point where we get any skill points. Let's see. Where are we? Yeah, we might make it to level 36 when we turn in all these quests. And by the time we're done, here we have a couple badass tokens. Let's see, what's reload speed? 4.8. We don't need that. Elemental effect chance is 2.8. I think that's probably the one we want. And now, what's the lowest thing? Let's see. Recoil reduction. Getting like 5 options. Shield capacity 5.2%. Like an increase in shield capacity might actually be pretty high and helpful. So I'm gonna take it. Yeah. So that was, now it went from 5.2% to 5.6%. Just try to get everything up to 6%. And as far as challenges, I guess we're still in Hammerlock's hunt, but maybe not. Didn't seem like we were. Seemed like we were in a completely different area, but it's not getting labeled like that. Still have tons of little quests, tons of challenges, a lot of game to play. Certainly a lot of game to play if you want to play it. I would argue too much game to play because you probably don't want to play it. It just goes on too long. And if you were to, for instance, play Borderlands 2, where you played it for a month and then you didn't play it for like 3 months, and then you play it for another, well, another month, you'd probably be done at that point. But if you were very, very slow about it, you would have missed out on playing online and playing with your friends, which is a big factor here. If you're late to the party, you miss out with playing with your friends, unless all your friends are late to the party. So I really don't know what the best way to experience Borderlands 2 is in modern time. And it becomes even weirder when they come out with a PlayStation VR version of Borderlands 2. And that clearly is not something that you're likely to play with your friends, unless your friends are all rich and have PSVR, and PSVR is not that expensive, but it's unlikely that large groups of children or teenagers would have that, or even college kids. I suppose this is a mature rated game. Anyways, it's been another hour. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.